Hi there, Jody Bentley here, actor, producer, and career coach. And today I want to get back to asking the question, what is right for you? It feels like the internet exploded the past 2 to 3 weeks. There are so many opportunities available now. Every hour is a new Instagram live or a Facebook live or a Zoom call or a new class or this or that. And there's so many opportunities at our fingertips, which is very exciting. Except what I'm realizing and what I'm hearing from a lot of my clients is it's also very overwhelming and people are feeling pressure to do everything. I've always said for years, stop shooting on yourself, right? And that is exactly what is happening tenfold right now. We feel like we should be doing everything, but what is right for you? Because look, how wonderful that these casting directors are doing these self-tapes or Instagram lives or accepting reels, right? Or these, agents and managers are doing Zoom calls and this and that. How wonderful that these people are providing their expertise or are giving opportunities. It's really great. But man, even this week, I've heard from some actors that they were getting resentful for why do they just want 45 seconds? Why isn't everyone using the same platform? Why isn't this? Why isn't that? And getting angry at the opportunities. So why is that happening? It's happening because there's a whole fear of missing out, because now there's so many opportunities, I have to do them all or else I'm missing out. And there's also this, if I'm not taking these opportunities by, taking the bull by the horns and doing these things, then I feel like a failure. So many of my clients are just in this overwhelmed, anxiety-ridden place of feeling like they're not doing enough in the middle of a pandemic. So first of all, please, oh please, oh please breathe. And in this video, I want to give you 3 steps to really get back in touch with what is right for you, because you don't have to apply to every self-tape open call. You don't have to tune in to every Instagram live unless it means something for you and your passion and your vision for your career. So we gotta dial it back and remember what is right for you now. Okay, so question number 1, or step number 1 really, to start to do this is I want you to tap back into your passions and your priorities pre-corona. Remember what's important to you. Remember what brings you joy. Remember what you had set out at the beginning of the year as saying, this is going to be my focus. This is what I love. This is what brings me joy. Because yes, I've been doing, Zoom classes on voiceover. And is it a good time to get into that? Yes, because that industry is coming back sooner than the others. And if voiceover never interested you and you have no passion or desire to do it, then don't, right? There are many other avenues. We are going to come out of this. So if that feels like a should to you, then by all means, please don't do it. So I really invite you, step number 1, tap back into your passion, your priorities, journal about it, meditate on it, do whatever you need to do to go, oh, wait, oh, right. No, television is my thing. So that means I get to wait it out. Right? We know it's coming back. So what can you do now to be ready for that? But you got to tap back into what your passions and priorities are to be able to weed through all the opportunities and decide which ones are right for you. Step number 2, look back at the goals that you set for 2020. And you got to look back at those goals, and it's time now to reassess. And reassess if those are the goals you want, and if so, how are they now shifting? How are we recalibrating those in this current climate? And you can tap back in and say, wow, that goal, I have no desire to focus on that goal now, right? And it's all valid, but we got to reassess your priorities and your focus. So tap back into that passion and priorities and then reassess those goals to see if this is really what you want to be doing now. And if so, how does it shift in the new climate? And step number 3, look, for every free Instagram, Zoom, self-tape, self-submission, blah, 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 every single one that comes through, right, that you're reading about, you get to ask yourself these 2 questions. 1, Is this in alignment with your goals and your big vision and passion for your career? Is it in alignment with your goals and your big vision and passion for your career? And question 2, you get to ask yourself is, do you have the bandwidth for it right now? Do you have the bandwidth to do it right now? And if you can say yes to both, then that's a great opportunity for you to dive on into. But if it is in alignment with your goals and you don't physically have the bandwidth, then don't put that pressure on yourself. Last week was a rough week for me, and I said no to some opportunities and didn't do a lot because I did not have the bandwidth, and that is okay. And look, if you have the bandwidth and it's not in alignment with your goals, well, then you can say, well, you know what? I've wanted to learn about voiceover, so let me join this Instagram Live and see if it's a viable opportunity for me. But come at it with from a place of curiosity, as opposed to I should do this, I need to do this now, I have to learn this now because everyone's telling me to, right? You can be curious about it if you have the bandwidth, but only if you have the bandwidth for it. So I really invite you to ask yourself those 2 questions for all the opportunities that are coming at you right now. And side note to that, talking about all these self-submissions and things. There are casting directors out there that are accepting reels. Some of them are saying they'll accept old self-tapes. Some of them are providing sides. So what I invite you to do is make sure your reel is up to date. I'm actually in the middle of updating my reel right now. I just got some new footage, yay! So I'm updating my reels so I know I have the most up-to-date info to sell myself. So make sure you have your reels ready to go and you feel like they really represent you. And secondly, reuse those old self-tapes. I went through all my old self-tapes. I chose a comedy and a drama, and those are the 2 I'm submitting. So I've edited it down. I think they're both just around the 2-minute mark, and that's what I'm submitting. So make it easy on yourself. So maybe just put 1 or 2 things down on a self-tape so when you have things ready, when the opportunity does arise, so each opportunity doesn't feel like a 3-hour thing that you have to do now. It's just a click and submit that you get to do as you're allowing these opportunities to happen with ease. So I invite you to breathe. I hear you, I see you, I get that we're feeling overwhelmed and pressure right now. So really just follow these 3 steps, get back in touch with what is right for you, and then recalibrate whatever those goals and priorities are in this time. And then really look at each opportunity that's presented and really ask yourself if it's in alignment for you and do you have the bandwidth to do it. Because that is how you're going to create great opportunities for yourself in this new normal and do it in a way that will bring you joy and ease and not the overwhelm and the pressure. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you want any more information on this, please go to my website, JodiBentleyCareerCoach.com. I've been providing a bunch of free content for you. I have a free Facebook group for you, and I am doing free 30-minute strategy sessions to see how I can support you. So make sure to go to my website and take a look at all of that. All right, I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.